would like to talk a little bit about the reality of romance for me. And in reality, could get a lot more depressing. Hopefully not. But it's just like, I don't expect to find my true love ever. I've never actually thought about that. That's not just something I just like have ever really perceived. Not that I wouldn't think it was cool or wouldn't even try like looking for, but it's not been something that I've actually just like thought was some sort of goal of mine. And I guess it's because I just don't really know where it is that it just makes it hard for that to just be a goal. Like, I'm gonna find that person. That doesn't mean I don't think that a lot of other relationships couldn't be special and that I wouldn't want to pursue other different kinds of relationships, which I do really want to. But again, also, its likelihood is just, I don't know. I don't know how it goes. There's so many different people out there. I don't know who I'm gonna meet. It's just kind of a who's there and that sort of thing. It can be kind of fun that way. I guess it's like catching Pokemon. If you haven't looked at the chart yet, you just don't know who you're getting. There's a lot of different special relationships that I figured that could come into things and I would just be overjoyed with having. But yes, as far as a reality, I just have always kind of just felt more on a loner basis, not necessarily like just like I'm fine by myself sort of thing, and I'm just like, if that's the way it goes, that's the way it will be. And I've always been very independent, I guess, and that's just how I've always been. But in terms of romance and that sort of thing too, I don't think it's something that I've also just have never felt like, though I can believe you can be lucky and that sort of thing, I guess I've never really put much stock in my own luck. I've always been much more a person who's just like, you gotta work at something to do something. But with romance, it's also just a bit of luck. But I think there's also a lot of amount of work that you have to put into it for doing things. Like, you have to at least put yourself out there, get in the tall grass, and to be able to find somebody. But it just, like, just doing the best you can, like, working upon myself, like, anything I've said for ideals for people that I want or would like to have in my life, they are also ideals that I figure, like, that I have to have as well. I can't expect somebody else to have them if I don't have them myself. So that's something I've been really working on. It's just been really working on my character and really trying to be the person I want to be, so that way I'm the person I want to be when I'm with another person I want to be with. So I just guess I believe in hard work quite a lot. I'm very fierce and loyal in some certain degrees about relationships. I'm very kind of just like, this is this and this is that, sort of thing, because I'm very like fine-tuned to how relationships could go, but also life likes to take you places, even though I'm pretty good at identifying the differences between everything. But I'm also willing to let life take me, or hopefully trying to get there, so I'm not quite the rock in the stream, just going, staying here, will not go with the flow. But I would also like for relationships, again, I'd really like to work with somebody. Has been my biggest ideal and dreams, and just get to be with that person. And I feel like, I guess as a reality for me with relationships as well, I'm not very trusting, which is always hard to say when especially for like asexuals. I think it's hard for them to say like any sort of different problems, like asexuals can't have other kinds of problems without them not being asexual or who they are, which is silly. But I've never been very trusting, and it's gotten worse over the years just due to certain circumstances and stuff like that. And it's not, a trust of just like, I have a hard time with it. And I guess it's because I grew up more of an only child and that sort of thing. So over the years, I moved a lot too, and so I've been having a much harder time, but I'm working back at it. So hopefully I will get better for trusting people and just going about things. As I said, I just like believe in kind of practice and that sort of thing. And so hopefully if I practice enough, I might luck out and find somebody really cool and awesome who's also been practicing really hard. So, oh, here comes somebody. But hopefully that's good enough. Bye, have a happy Tuesday.